Juliette Lewis has never followed Hollywood's rules. From the moment she stepped onto the screen, she made it clear that she wasn't interested in playing it safe. Instead, she built a career on bold choices, bringing raw energy and intensity to every role. Whether she was a rebellious outlaw, a troubled teenager, or a fierce competitor, she always made sure her performances left a lasting impression. Some of her most unforgettable roles weren't just daring. They were electrifying, seductive, and completely fearless. One of her most legendary performances came in 1994 when she took on the role of Mallory Knox in Natural Born Killers. This wasn't just any character. Mallory was wild, unpredictable, and dangerous. The kind of role most actresses wouldn't dare to touch. The film, directed by Oliver Stone, followed a couple on a violent crime spree while the media turned them into twisted celebrities. Juliette's performance was hypnotic. She played Mallory with a mix of charm, madness, and untamed energy, making her both seductive and terrifying at the same time. Some people called the film too controversial, but Juliette didn't care. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she didn't shy away from playing a character that challenged audiences. But before she became the ultimate outlaw, she had already made waves in Hollywood with Cape Fear. At just 17 years old, she held her own against acting legends like Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte. Playing Danielle Bowden, the teenage daughter of a lawyer being stalked by a dangerous ex-convict, she delivered a performance that was both unsettling and mesmerizing. There's one scene in particular, an intense, nerve-wracking moment between her and De Niro, that left audiences speechless. It wasn't just about fear. It was about control, manipulation, and an eerie kind of tension that made the scene unforgettable. That performance earned her an Academy Award nomination, proving that she wasn't just another young actress. She was a powerhouse. Juliette didn't stop there. She continued to take on roles that pushed boundaries, like in From Dusk Till Dawn. This movie started as a crime thriller, before suddenly transforming into a full-blown vampire horror film. Starring alongside George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, she played Catherine Fuller, a young woman caught in a nightmare of supernatural chaos. One moment, she's dealing with criminals. The next, she's fighting for her life against bloodthirsty monsters. It was a wild, action-packed ride, and she brought both vulnerability and strength to the role, proving once again that she could handle anything thrown her way. But it wasn't just thrillers and horror that made her stand out. In 2009, she showed a different side of her talent in Whip It, a roller derby film directed by Drew Barrymore. Playing Iron Maven, a fierce and competitive skater, she brought attitude, confidence, and a whole lot of charisma. This role wasn't about traditional Hollywood glamour. It was about raw power. With her sharp wit and commanding presence, she stole every scene she was in, showing that seduction isn't just about looks, it's about confidence and attitude. Even in more lighthearted roles, Juliette had a way of making her characters unforgettable. In The Switch, she played Debbie Epstein, the fun and eccentric best friend of Jennifer Aniston's character. It was a smaller role compared to some of her more intense performances, but she still made an impact. Whether she was starring in a crime thriller or a comedy, she always brought something special to the screen. What makes Juliette Lewis truly unique is that she never let Hollywood define her. She refused to be boxed into one type of role, constantly taking risks and challenging expectations. Her talent wasn't just limited to acting. She also became the lead singer of the rock band Juliette and the Licks, proving that her energy and passion extended far beyond film, and she's still going strong. In recent years, she's continued to impress audiences, especially in the hit series Yellowjackets, where she plays a character filled with grit and mystery. Few actresses have managed to balance intensity, charm, and raw talent the way Juliette Lewis has. She doesn't just act. She transforms into her characters, making them feel real, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. Whether she's playing a seductive outlaw, a terrified teenager, or a fierce competitor, she brings something to the screen that no one else can. She built a career on fearlessness, proving that playing it safe was never an option. And that's exactly why her performances continue to be unforgettable.